Hey everyone! Welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into some incredibly exciting news that's sure to get fans of both G.I. Joe and Transformers buzzing. That's right, the crossover we've all been waiting for has finally been confirmed. Hasbro's two iconic franchises are set to collide on the big screen, and I can't wait to break down everything we know so far. Let's get into it! So let's start with where this all began. If you remember, at the end of Transformers Rise of the Beast in 2023, we got a crazy teaser hinting at a crossover with G.I. Joe.
We could really use someone like you, Noah. Why don't you think about it?
G.I. Joe.
For fans like us, this was a dream come true. The idea of seeing Autobots and Joes teaming up, or maybe even facing off, is just too epic to handle. And now it's official. Paramount announced the crossover movie at CinemaCon in 2024, and it's set to hit theaters sometime in 2025 or 2026. The specifics are still under wraps, but just knowing it's coming is enough to get our imaginations running wild.
Autobots, Maximals, retreat to safety. I will destroy the key myself.
Now, let's talk about some of the latest updates. The biggest piece of news recently is that Chris Hemsworth is in talks to star in this crossover. Yes, you heard that right. Thor himself might be joining the ranks of the G.I. Joe or the Autobots. Hemsworth already dipped his toes into the Transformers universe by voicing a young Optimus Prime in the upcoming Transformers 1, which is slated for a September 20th, 2024 release. While we don't know exactly who he might play in the crossover, the speculation is intense. Will he be a new G.I. Joe hero? Or maybe another significant character in the Transformers lore? Only time will tell, but his involvement would definitely bring some star power to the project.
I choose to run toward my problems and not away from them.
Speaking of Transformers 1, this prequel is set to explore the origins of the Autobots and Decepticons on Cybertron. It's an exciting addition to the franchise and might even lay some groundwork for the crossover, depending on how the stories are tied together. But back to the crossover itself, what can we expect from the story? The plot details are still pretty scarce, but we do have some hints. The ending of Rise of the Beast set up a potential storyline where Noah, our protagonist from the movie, gets recruited by G.I. Joe through Agent Burke. We also know that Unicron, the planet-eating villain, is still a looming threat. This could mean that Noah and the G.I. Joe team might join forces with the Autobots to take down Unicron once and for all. Imagine the kind of battles we could see with Joe soldiers and Autobots fighting side by side, pure cinematic gold.
This is about the fate of all living things. Unicron is coming.
However, there's also the possibility that the crossover might explore different timelines or aspects of these franchises. We could see a spin-off that delves into the history of G.I. Joe and how they first encountered the Autobots. This could open up a whole new realm of storytelling opportunities, giving us a fresh look at these beloved characters. Plus, it would allow the filmmakers to reboot certain elements of the G.I. Joe universe, which hasn't had the same box office success as Transformers, but still has a dedicated fan base.
An advanced cybernetics heads-up display helmet. You think it doesn't.
One thing's for sure, the blending of these two universes offers endless potential. Whether it's the high-tech espionage and military tactics of G.I. Joe or the epic robotic battles of Transformers, combining these elements is a recipe for blockbuster success. And let's not forget the rich history both franchises bring to the table. G.I. Joe started way back in the 1960s and became a cultural phenomenon with its 1980s cartoon series. Transformers, meanwhile, has been a juggernaut since its inception in the 80s, with toys, comics, TV shows, and movies that have captivated generations.
It wasn't my fault, Megatron!
Your incompetence has reached my limits.
So, what do you all think? Are you as hyped as I am about this crossover? Who do you think Chris Hemsworth will play, and what kind of storylines are you hoping to see? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any updates on this and other awesome content. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.
Need you now! Airstrike! Call an airstrike!
Wait, how do you call an airstrike? What if, can I bring